Hello, hello. Hi, everybody. It is 5:30. I am on time. This is a magical thing when that happens. So my name is Bailey. Bailey Rain, as in rain movement. Gosh, I've been so many rain something. I kept divvying it up and being different places and different things for so long. I'm rain something. Rain healing alternatives, rain yoga, rain movement awakening. And that's what we're sticking with. Rain, come on, focus. Rain movement. I don't know why it's blurry. There it goes. So we're here today to honor the new moon in Cancer. So I'm going to go ahead and tell you what you're going to need for this class, for this live. You'll need a yoga mat, maybe some blocks. And if you have a bolster or a very long pillow, I recommend that because this class is going to be very soft, very restorative, and with just some good gentle movement thrown in there. So the structure of these lives, if you've never done one before with me, we will start with a little bit of a brief discussion on the new moon energy, what we're talking about, new moon in Cancer. After that, I'll pull one oracle card to set our intention or to infuse the rest of our practice with that intention. If it doesn't resonate with you, please just let it go. Create your own intention. This is a new moon to connect with, a very beautiful, powerful new moon. So whatever you're working towards, let that be your intention to move your body, to listen to sound. So it doesn't matter if you don't resonate with the card, that's okay, let it go. If you do resonate with the card, even more amazing, and stay with that and our intention through the practice. So if you would like an eye pillow or blanket or anything like that, also an option to have for our Soundbath section. Now, I do want to go ahead and vocalize this and get this out there. 4th of July was yesterday, and there are still fireworks going off where I am. So we welcome the sound. If that's a sound that enters to the space, we are going to really use as an opportunity to practice being distracted by something and how quickly we can come back to our stillness, to our healing, and all of that. So if that happens, please just come back to your center. Take a deep breath. All right. So I'm going to go ahead and scoop back. Make sure you guys can see me on my mat. You'll notice I already have all my Soundbath stuff out. That goes to show how gentle class is going to be because we won't be doing anything crazy. And when we do drop into the Soundbath section, I will guide you into Shavasana. And while you're settling into your Shavasana or a seated meditation, whatever you would like to take for that, I'll be rearranging the instruments a little. So you're going to hear a little wrestling around for a moment. Just don't let it throw you off. Stay with your center. Stay with your intention. Right. So I'm going to scoot my way back to the back here. All right. And hopefully this will readjust. There we go. All right. So to speak to the energy of this new moon in Cancer, Cancer is a water sign. That's why I have the blue behind me, the blue on my body. It's even why I picked the instruments that I did for Soundbath and the oracle card deck that I did. So Cancers are very in tune with their emotions. They're hypersensitive to the emotional body. And for a lot of us, it's really hard to get to that place. We are kind of taught, oh, don't act like this, don't cry, or you're fine, you're okay. And so we believe that we're fine, we're okay. We have a way of putting that out into the world. I'm fine, I'm okay. Even to the point where we're almost lying to ourselves. And That's the true nature of cancer, is there's no hiding it. It's there. You're in it. You're in the deep waters of emotion. And thinking about it in this sense, the new moon is always an opportunity to set new intention, and maybe new intention directly towards the emotions you're feeling or processing. But it's also the dark side of the moon. So maybe looking at, where are you not honoring your true deep emotions? Are you staying too much at the surface? So I did a guided meditation on my Spotify recording on my podcast. And the guided meditation is about sinking into the deep waters of the depths, the darkness of your emotions, the thing or things you don't allow anyone else to see. And when you look into the water, into the ocean, you see what's ever on the surface. Sometimes you even see what's a little below the surface. And that's all based on light and reflection, right? What's being reflected back to you. And some of those emotions get triggered and fired up and come back up to the surface. And so occasionally what's right below the surface does get seen, it does get found. But what about deeper than that? To the parts that you can't see, the unseen, the parts you choose not to see, and you don't allow anyone else to see them. That's the deep depths of the sacral, of your emotion body, that we're kind of working with this new moon. Okay, so with that in mind, we'll go ahead and pull an oracle card just to set intention, just to see what Spirit has to say about the energy in this time. So this deck I'm using today is Ocean Dreams, a Mystic Oracle by Danielle Noel. The artwork's really, really beautiful. You can always go and find it if you would like. So just take a moment. Go ahead and close your eyes. Come to a comfortable seated position. Take a deep breath in. Exhale out. And just open yourself as a collective, as all of us that are showing up here, whether you're showing up live or you're showing up later. What is my intention for this new moon? What is the collective intention for this new moon? All right. You have a card. Ooh, Emergence. That is the card, Emergence. And I'm going to crawl myself forward here so you can look at the imagery. Oh, I know, I went back and now I'm coming right back forward. But real pretty, it's like mirroring me. Real pretty card here. And you can see like the emerging, the waters crashing into each other. It's kind of restless. And, thinking about the dark depths, when the water is restless like this, you can't see what's underneath it. You don't know what's going to get stirred up. So let's see what the book has to say on this. Emergence. So the mantra, or I guess you could say affirmation that goes with this card, is I am multifaceted. I am always growing and evolving. I'm coming into my fullest potential. The card represents integration, soul prism, and echoes of time. Rooted in the midst of many lifetimes, it is believed by numerous spiritual traditions that we awaken with a certain level of amnesia upon our birth. Over time, we may remember facets of our previous embodiments. As the oceans of our planet carry ancient codes of wisdom from many ages, so too do our earthly incarnations. This sense of knowing may appear as strange familiarities to previous lives and the lands we dream of, and the uncanny connections we form with soulmates and friends. Emergence is key of growing and evolving. It describes the sum of many lifetimes and the lessons we move through as we follow and forge our own path along the eternal coil. We all transition through our own intentions. Sometimes these are positive, while in other moments they bring us pain or disconnection. Expectation can also keep us in a state of frozen evolution. Without the challenges we face that fundamentally change us, we may lose traction with how far we can fully grow into our greatest potential. So it has a journal prompt in here if you want to take note of this or write it down real quick. I'll say it 3 times. Are there any patterns in my life that I seem to be repeating? Are there any patterns in my life that I seem to be repeating? Are there any patterns in my life that I seem to be repeating? This card speaks of the patterns that we carry with us throughout lifetimes and the lessons that seem to be on repeat. These are often moments when we may need to wade through until we fully understand the extent of what they have to offer us. Until we can retrieve these lessons to their fullest, we may continuously drift towards the same experiences over and over again. This card comes as a reminder to be gentle with yourself and to know how vital it is to appreciate your past versions, including all of the phases that you have moved through and where you are now. The infinite prism of your soul star shines with many facets and dimensions, fulfilled with all of the ups and downs, the mistakes and discoveries, and everything in between. Love each part and moment, a piece and moment of what makes you who you are, and know that you are already perfectly imperfect or imperfectly perfect. Beautiful. So we're moving with this intention of accepting all facets of ourselves, of breathing into the lessons, and remembering that everything happens for us. It doesn't happen to us, it happens for us, to evolve us, to teach us something. Even the things that it takes you forever to figure out what the lesson was in it, might take you years to find what the lesson was in it. You'll find it. Right. And so with that card intention and the energy of this new moon, we'll begin class. Again, if you haven't grabbed these things, you can grab a pillow or a bolster, yoga mat, blocks just in case you need them. And then when you're ready, we're going to start laying down on that pillow. So if it's nice and long, let it be nice and long. And we're going to bring the soles of the feet together in a butterfly and then begin to lean all the way back. And let's bring both hands to the sacral chakra, so the space right below your belly button. Start to relax the muscles in your face, soften your jaw. Let the shoulders feel heavy, the heart open. Feel your breath in your belly, feel your heartbeat. Take a moment to just arrive. Emergence. What are you merging with? What deep emotional parts of yourself that you try so hard not to merge with can you choose to accept and allow the emergence to begin? And so take a nice deep breath in. Exhale it out. Again, deep breath in. And let it go. Bring your right hand to your heart, keeping your left hand right on the sacral chakra. Again, take another breath. Allow yourself to feel held by your own hands, knowing you deserve to hold yourself through that emergence, through the deepest, darkest moments you hide from everyone else. You can choose to accept them and hold them. Hold that small, innocent portion of yourself. And take another deep breath. And let it go. Go ahead and bring your knees to touch. Heel toe your feet as wide as your mat. Let your knees knock inward towards each other. And take another deep breath. And go ahead and let the feet come back to neutral, and then send your legs all the way down the mat. Reach your arms overhead, get nice and long. And then replant the feet, bend the knees, lift your torso up, holding behind the knees as you come up fully seated. We'll do some seated cat-cow here. So you're gonna inhale, lift the heart, gaze up. Exhale, round the spine, sink back. Inhale, lift the heart. Exhale, round. Again, inhale. Exhale. Inhale. And exhale. And now continue to move through this cat-cow at your own pace. But I invite you to figure out how can you move your body differently here. So maybe you start to roll the shoulders one after the other. Maybe you roll the spine, the ribs in circles. So creating spirals, twists, rotations with the upper body that's unstructured. How can you find more space? Don't worry about what it looks like. Maybe even rolling the head. Water finds its way through the barriers in different directions, getting through obstacles. If we continue to repeat the same thing forward and back, how can we ever discover our side to side, those unknown spaces to break through the barriers? So we're embodying that water-like flow. One more deep breath of whatever you need. Then we'll come back neutral, remove the cushion from behind you if it's there. And we're going to come all the way back down onto our backs. Trying to figure out where to put my cushion that you guys can see what I'm doing. So you'll come all the way back down, hug your knees in towards your chest. Gently rock from side to side, massage your low back on the mat, on the floor. And then keep your right knee hugged in, send your left leg down the mat, and just rock your right knee out and in, getting a nice deep massage in the hip joint. Our hips, we store a lot of our emotions in our hips. It's very connected to the sacral chakra. Use your left hand to guide your right knee across your body. Reach your right arm out to the side. Take a twist, deep belly breath. Go ahead and bring the knee back to center, switching to the other side. Left knee in, right leg down. Find that gentle rock out and in, massaging that hip joint. And then we'll cross that knee across the body with the right hand. Reach your left arm out to the side, finding a twist. 2 deep belly breaths. And slowly bring the knee back in. We'll hold again behind the knees. Find a gentle little rock up to seated. And then you can cross over the shins or just swing your legs around. We're going to meet in a tabletop position. Hands right under the shoulders, knees right underneath the hips. We'll move into our cat-cow. So we'll inhale, drop the belly, send the heart up and forward. Exhale, round the spine. Inhale. Exhale. Again, inhale. And exhale. And again, discover how can you move your body in a different way once again. So maybe it feels better to stay in cat-cow. Maybe it feels better to rock from side to side, finding a head roll, body roll. Let it be whatever you need. Moving like water. How can you move like water? What is that like in your body? And take one more breath, whatever you need. And then we'll meet back in that tabletop position. You'll go ahead and extend your right leg back. Take an inhale. And then exhale, bring your right knee towards your right elbow so that you can step your right foot outside of the mat. So heel on your mat, toes off your mat. You're slightly turned out. Let the knee fall open and away. And we're even going to bring our right hand to the right knee and start to twist. Press the knee open. Take a deep belly breath. Always an option to use blocks here. That's why if you have them in your home, please utilize them, even if I'm not. One more deep breath. You're gonna sweep your right arm back, like you're reaching to the back of your mat, and then up and around. For 4, inhale, reach, exhale, sweep. 3, 2, and 1. And we'll ground the hand, bring your right knee back. And then we'll just go to the other side. So find that tabletop position, extend your left leg back, take an inhale. Exhale, pull the left knee to left elbow, step it forward. Lizard on the other side. Heel on the mat and toes are off the mat. Remember, let your knee drift away from your body. Left hand comes to the knee, start to twist and rotate. And then we'll inhale, reach towards the back of the mat, sweep the arm up. Exhale. Inhale, reach. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Last one. Inhale. And exhale. Ground the hands. Now, option just to bring the knees together, maybe sit in a child's pose. If you're open to Malasana, you're going to tuck your right toes and then step your right foot to match the left. So you have your heels on the mat, toes off the mat. And then start to sink the hips all the way down. Use the elbows to push the knees open. Another option, if you have blocks at home, you can take one of your blocks, put them on the highest level, and then let yourself sit on that block. Always a good supportive option. Deep breath. One more breath. Go ahead and ground your hands. Send the tailbone all the way up. Remove the block if you're using it. Heel toe your feet right underneath the hips. Inhale, find a halfway lengthen, a nice long flat back. And then exhale, fold. One more time. Inhale, halfway lengthen. Exhale, folding, bending the knees, grounding the hands, and coming all the way back down to where we started. Bring the soles of the feet together. Let the knees fall open. In a butterfly, inhale, lengthen up out of your spine. Exhale, fold forward as far as your body wants to go. Close the eyes. Allow the chin to soften to the heart. Tap back into your intention. New moon. What deep hidden emotions can you work with to come out new and refreshed? Slowly roll up through your spine. Bring your knees together and make your way into your final resting pose. So that could be laying back down on the mat. You could use your pillow to put underneath your knees. That's always a good supportive option. And resting here. If you have an eye pillow, you can put an eye pillow over your eyes. If you'd rather sit in meditation, you can just find a comfortable seat, maybe in a chair, maybe on the ground, whatever works for you. So as you make yourself comfortable, grabbing anything you need, blanket, water, be maneuvering the instruments around. And so once you're settled and once you're ready, start to relax the features of your face, soften your jaw. Just like in the beginning of class, taking a mental scan, to surrender every ounce of your body. We did some very gentle movement, just to prep us for our rest, our meditation. A little shorter class to take longer in this depth that we're trying to reach. And so let your body feel heavy, as if you could sink into very deep water. The waters of your emotions, of your lessons, of your triggers. Allow the darkness to consume the body. You are safe to feel whatever you need to feel. Whatever you hide from everyone else. Allow yourself to be with those deep emotions. And stop hiding. Start accepting and loving that you're even capable of feeling. And so take a nice deep breath in. Exhale out the mouth. And take another deep breath in. And let everything go. Slowly begin to deepen your breath, wiggling your fingers, wiggling your toes, and coming back to your body. Rolling your wrists, rolling your ankles, reaching your arms overhead, taking a big long stretch through your body. And when you feel ready, and only when you feel ready, you're welcome to rest where you are. You don't have to sit up. You don't have to open your eyes. You're at home. This is your practice. But if you would like to join me in a seated position, you can. And wherever you are, bring your right hand right below your belly button and then let your left hand rest on top of that, holding that emotional center within you. Knowing when we merge with the deep emotions, the deep hidden feelings, we learn to love ourselves more. We're not perfect. We weren't meant to be here as perfect beings. And so whatever you're going through, just send yourself so much love and understanding and compassion. Be grateful to be here. Be grateful to be able to feel whatever it is you're feeling. It's all part of the process. And someday you'll look back and smile at that version of you. And so we'll go ahead and take a deep inhale. Reach the arms up overhead. Exhale, palms to heart center. I'm going to do a little bit of mantra. I'll do one sound of Om followed by 3 Shantis and a closing Om. You're welcome to join with me or just listen. So go ahead and take a deep breath in. Exhale out the mouth. Next inhales for the Om. Shanti, Shanti, Shanti. Light in me honors light in you all. I hope you have a beautiful rest of your new moon in Cancer evening, feeling, journaling, maybe get a nice hot bath with some beautiful crystals around you, set those intentions, and remember to show yourself some compassion and understanding. From my heart to yours, thank you all so much for being here, and I will see you soon in a video that'll be posted on Monday. Namaste. Be well, yogis. Or movement body holders. You might not be a yogi. Emotional bodies.